Legendary defensive coordinator Jeff Castillo was on the podium day, and he had a lot of really good things to say about a lot of players, especially West Virginia native Curtis Jones. Man, can we talk about the upside this kid's got?
You are Locked On West Virginia, your daily podcast on the West Virginia Mountaineers, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
And what is up, guys? Welcome back in. My name is Mountaineer Paul. I am your host. This is Locked On West Virginia, baby, where we're talking about the Mountaineers again today on the football side of things. I'm glad to be here, not having to worry about my modem so far. I went and changed it out for those of you not understanding what's going on. My internet has been dropping out of service at just random intervals. And so I went to the office since the technician couldn't come out till Thursday to have it changed, but that's the best I can do until Thursday. So far, not only has it dropped, it's actually improved since the old one. So, and the old one was only like 6 months old. So we'll see what happens. This episode of Locked On West Virginia going to be brought to you by GameTime, guys. Guys, GameTime is doing it big right now. Did you know that with GameTime, you can do a lot of really cool stuff, no doubt. But probably the most cool thing is if you download the app, create an account, and use code Locked On College, you can get $20 off your first purchase. Also, thanks for making Locked On West Virginia your first listen and for being a part of the Locked On Podcast Network where we talk about your team every single day, the Mountaineers, of course. Jeff Castillo had this to say when asked about his bandit room earlier today, and especially Curtis Jones.
Some insight on a few of those individuals at bandits, so Braden Siders or Braden Siders and Curtis Jones. Give me a little insight on that.
Well, those are two. Braden's done a good job really since he's got here. He's transferred in from Wyoming. He's a tough, strong, really physical player. Curtis is a young guy that is very athletic. He's got a huge upside, and he can run, and and he had a really good spring, and we've got some new guys in, and they're learning. Marshon Oxley is another guy that can get off the ball and has done a nice job, and Keenan Eck. Jackson Beiser, Bies has made plays. So, all those kids are doing a pretty good job in getting a shot.
So obviously I honed in right on when he said Curtis Jones has a lot of upside, because if you know anything about Coach Castillo, he's just not the kind of guy to hand out hollow compliments. It's just not the kind of person he is, at least on the interviews or press conferences, and it's not the kind of coach he is. So when I heard that, my ears pricked up a little further. I've known Curtis Jones has had upside since last year. But to hear that he had a great spring, I thought, you know what? It's probably time, because he's one of the only young guys we haven't talked about that has the potential to make an impact anyway. There are plenty of young guys, but, there's probably 4 or 5 we've singled out, that I think can make major impacts early in their career. Whether that's, Cam Torber, obviously we talked about him. We've talked about, a bunch of different players. I mean, I can go down the list. Matter of fact, let me just kind of go over the little list of young guys I think can make an impact early in their career. Obviously, if you're talking about young guys, you can't go any further before you mention my guy. Taylor Brown. You guys know I love him. Played tape of him several different times on the show, at least twice anyways. I think he's just got a oozing with upside. No doubt about it with him. That's somebody I really love. And we talked about, let's see, who else have we talked about? Let me just go down the list a little bit here, just so you guys know kind of the guys that I personally feel are big upside guys, right? Cam Torber, obviously, is a freshman linebacker from Hoover. I think he's just insanely good. Really looking forward to him. Zay Jennings is another one I think has got a ton of potential. Let's see. Obviously Trevor Bigelow and Philip Bowser, I think are guys to watch, but I wouldn't say this year, especially. You know, there's a few other guys I'm looking over the list kind of fast. Obviously, Scotty Fox Jr. is at the top of the list. Let's see. That's not all? I know there's at least one more. I'm just making sure. Kind of giving it a little once over. And if I looked over it a couple times, there'd probably be one or two more. You're always going to skip over guys, right? No doubt about it. Well, for now, I think Armoni Weaver is the only other guy, and that I think can make the impact this year. There are other guys that I think can make impacts, but I think that those are the guys for now that I really like early in their careers to make impacts. And there might be one or two other guys that I missed. So anyways, so I'm always harping on a couple of these young guys. Well, Curtis Jones Jr. is a guy that I haven't really said that about very much because I wasn't sure how far along he is in his development. And his tape is extremely raw tape, even the senior season at Cabell Midland. But we're going to check it out so you guys can see exactly why he's so highly touted. This is a West Virginia native. This is somebody we want to be good. I don't want to say above other guys. That's probably not fair to say. We love all Mountaineer players. But this is a hometown kid, right? I mean, he's literally I can almost spit and hit Cabell Midland from where I live, Not really, but I mean it's 15 minutes away from here. So we're going to show a couple of these running back highlights. I wasn't going to, but I think it's important to show them just so you can see the kind of athlete this kid is, because this kid is an elite athlete. He really is. He's 6'2", so he's CJ Donaldson size, right? 6'2", 6'3", 230 pounds, right? So he's got a ton of size. But, man, has he got some explosiveness. So on a couple of these runs, you'll see he'll break out big on a couple of these. And there's a nice little cut through the lane. And here you go. He is a deer. Once he takes off, he's gone. Absolutely crop dusted everybody on down the field. And he does the finish line finish. Look at that stance in the running back spot, man. I hadn't seen that one. But, I mean, as you can see, and he's got some side-to-side wiggle. That's important. You need that as a defensive pass rushing lineman, right? Look how far over he bends. I've never seen that before. Not that far. I don't know if he's tired or what. Rich Rod probably wouldn't have it. But, I mean, he runs physically. Obviously, he's not going to play running back unless we just get to a really desperate point, I would imagine. He's just he's not a, Division I running back. But, man, he a Division I pass rusher? Abso-freaking-lutely. And that's what we're going to be looking at here today. Let's watch this last play of his running back. There he is on a toss sweep to the right side. And as you can see, he's a deer. He just outruns everybody. Timed at a 4.640. Guys, that's really fast for a guy his size. Let's get to the tape on defense, though. I think this is what we all want to see. Let's watch this last. Okay, there's one more running. Yeah, I remember this play here, running back. The block, he throws a nice block there. Pretty cool. Which springs his guy. So, a lot of his defensive stuff. Now we start with the defensive stuff. Okay. So this is him playing outside backer on this play. He kind of flip-flops around for them when he was there. He played a little bit of everywhere. As you can see, he's coming right in and just makes a great play. Nicely done. That play is, just kind of an instinctual play. Wasn't nothing amazing athletically about it. But you'll see on a couple of these, he's got some really good burst to the outside. But he has got a long way, or at least he did here. I don't know what progress he's made on his pass rushing. But in high school, he had no pass rushing moves. I think I've seen one in the two. Now, I also admit I've only watched highlight tape of him, so probably not fair to fully judge. But I would say at least 7 or 8 minutes of highlights of him on defense, I haven't seen very many pass rush moves out of him. So he's and that doesn't mean he can't do it. He's definitely good at it. He can by far do it. I'm not saying he can't. Like right there, that move there is the only one I've seen him do since watching this tape. And it's just a dip under. But if you see it, the potential is there. This play coming up will show you just how much the potential is there. Oops, sorry. Here's the top at the bottom of your screen in the outside backer spot. Watch him dip under this offensive lineman. Watch how he does it. It's very skillful. Boom, right? Just that quickness. And then he just needs to be able to bend right around to the quarterback. But that was very promising to see. And he's got the speed. When anytime he's in a situation where he's got to run somebody down, he's got no problem doing that. None at all, man. Here he is again, as you can see. He's just raw at linebacker here. Obviously, he's had a year and a half or so. Now, there's a pass rush move. I guess I missed that one. But, I mean, it's not – I wouldn't say it's elite. It's not as fluid as you would want. But, I mean, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I mean, it's definitely not bad, right? So, I guess I missed that one too. Maybe there is one or two on his repertoire in high school. But, I mean, on the highlights, you don't see a ton of that. A lot of it's just him running or working really hard or hitting somebody really hard. I was really and he wasn't really probably asked to do it as much. So it's going to be super interesting to see what he does at West Virginia, because I believe, based on his athleticism, if he figures out the pass rushing moves aspect of it, which can be a little daunting, there's another spin to the outside, but it gets him nowhere. He got stood up. I mean, he gets the sack here, but if you watch top of your screen, watch the spin, but he gets stood up, right? The tackle washes him out, then he comes back in and makes the sack. To me, that's like, if you're projecting up to the collegiate level, if a tackle at West Virginia on the left side can stand you up, you got a ways to go on your pass rushing moves. Probably would have been best to just speed rush him outside. What we hear, this kid has soared up and just absolutely shot into another category with his pass rushing skills. Because as you saw on the plays earlier, it has nothing to do with athleticism at all. It's just technique. Pass rushing is one of the hardest things to do in all football, and do it well. It is. You can see here, he's got tremendous athletic ability. Right there, the stop and start ability, it's there. You see him here on the edge. Watch that blitz to the inside. It's amazing. I mean, he's got the athletic ability, no doubt. Right here. Great eyes. And as you can see, and he's strong too. Once he gets his hands wrapped around you, it's a wrap for you. So obviously he's a kid we're going to keep watching, y'all, no doubt. Wishing the best for Curtis. Hopefully he continues to crush it going forward. Let's go to break, guys. We'll go ahead and check out the rest of these pass rushers right after the break, because, listen, we haven't even looked at Braden Siders yet. And you want to talk about a tough dude? This is a tough dude. And this episode of Locked On West Virginia going to be brought to you by none other than GameTime, y'all. When we talk about GameTime, we talk about doing it big. Why do we do it big with GameTime? Because GameTime is where it's at, as per usual. GameTime right now, if you've been there like I have, logging on early and waiting forever for concert tickets to go on sale, only to lose your spot for shows you've been dying to see, that sucks. Live music should be about making memories, not dealing with the stresses of ticket shopping. That's where GameTime comes in. It makes getting concert tickets faster and easier than ever. Prices actually drop as it gets closer to showtime. You can save up to 60% off with killer last-minute deals. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with GameTime today. Download the GameTime app, create an account, and use code LOCKEDONCollege for $20 off your first purchase. The terms are going to apply here. If you create that account, redeem the code LOCKEDONCOLLEGE for $20 off today, and download the GameTime app, where you'll get last-minute tickets for the lowest prices. That's guaranteed, and you'll answer yourself the question of all questions, baby. What time is it? It's game time. It's segment 2. I don't have a do. I've got a Dr. P, so we'll probably crack that thing open in segment 3 as well. But that's fine. We'll take some now. We got a Dr. Pep. We got, in memory of Mountain Dew, we got a Mountain Dew cap on it, though. So, obviously, I want to point something out. I noticed my internet signal was dropping. So what they told me was, basically, I don't know what this means, but I have a high signal coming in, and it's causing my router and modem to drop off for a minute and reconnect. It's just too much coming in all at once, I guess, for it. So it's like, oh, let me recalibrate. And it recalibrates, and then it's, oh, it's too much again. Let me recalibrate. So that's what they told me was happening. I was hoping to get a new router would fix it and a new modem, or I think that's the same thing, but I don't know if it for sure has. I haven't dropped off of here, but I did go down to one bar where it said unstable just a minute ago. So if this keeps happening, all I can do is I'll probably have to shorten the videos up to like 20 minutes and just hope to get through those until Thursday when I can get a technician in here, because they're going to have to go in my ground wire, they said, and fix it somehow. I don't know exactly what. They told me I don't have to pay for it until then, so I shut up about it. But it is a frustrating situation to be in. All right. Gabe, you're asking a question about how it can go directly to me. Yes. I definitely don't ask for it, but if you want to help out, my PayPal account is this, I believe. I don't know. Maybe it's, let me look. I honestly, I never look, but if you've got PayPal, I'll even hate to ask, man, but well, I'm not asking. I mean, you're offering, is my PayPal info in there, Raven? Okay. Thank you for offering. Yeah, it's just my name, Paul Rockel. I'm not afraid to share that. People already know it anyway. Yeah, but that's my PayPal. Thank you very much for the offer. I don't really do super chats anymore just because Lockdown doesn't want us to. So, but when somebody offers, I'm allowed to take it. So thank you so much. All right. So let's move on to another guy that I think is no doubt, man, going to make an impact this year. And that's Braden Siders. You heard Castile bring him up a minute ago. What is he? He's tough. He's that Nick Kwiatkowski, right? He is that Reed Carrico. He is that, I don't want to go too far with it, but I think he's certainly, I mean, if you look at this kid, he's a physical specimen. He's 6'3", 6'4", 250 pounds, and he's got 14 and a half career sacks. I mean, it's not like this kid is built to play football. Built to play football and play it well. As you can see here, these are the kind of plays he makes, right? Coming off the edge, here he is right here. He's beating a block. He's going to meet your ball carrier in the red zone and say, hello, sir.
And no place to go. A loss of a couple of yards for Thomas. Then Florentine makes a nice play there, number 9.
Braden Siders there, number 34, too.
He's one of them. He's just one of them tough guys, right? That you can't get enough of in your program. What about this play?
Find a way to get the ball to Cade Harris in this situation. Split out wide.
Look at that beautiful pass rushing footage, baby. This is what you call bend. This is what you call getting underneath the tackle. I'm lower than you. I'm beating you. I'm getting to the quarterback. Even though you're a rushing team, I know you got to pass it on this down, and I'm coming for that ass right now. Watch him come off the edge. He's undersized. I mean, 6'3", 250 is not big compared to 6'5", 320, right? So you're outweighed 60, 70 pounds in a lot of these scenarios. What do you need? You need flexibility. You need bend. You need pass rushing skills. He has that. Watch him come off the edge and absolutely emaciate and abuse this left tackle. So it starts with the right hand. See the right hand right here? It's all about hand fighting with this kid. He loves to get physical in the trenches with hand fighting. Watch the right hand meet the left arm of the right tackle, and that's where it's over with, baby. He is able to move that left arm and slide up under that thing with that shoulder, and he's able to get to the quarterback from there. That's all he needed. Just an excellent, excellent job by him. Watch it one more time, right? You see him come off, and it's just boom, move that hand out of the way, and then you're ripping under with the other arm, and then you just bend back to the quarterback. It's all fight from there. This kid's going to make an impact for West Virginia. If we can hit him and Jamoy Robinson on either side, it'll be I think him, and then not only just him. There are other guys that we're going to talk about today too. I really do think that we could have a chance to have the best. And I'm not bull crapping here. I think we have a chance to have one of the best total pass rushes we've had in a decade plus. Easy. This is not preseason. This is not preseason sprinkling sugar on it. This is not preseason homer talk. Like at the bandit spots, at least, I feel really good about it. And if Jamori Robinson comes, I'm telling you right now, we'll have the best pass rush, maybe in the Big 12. Does that mean we're going to win a bunch of games? Not necessarily. But I really do believe our defense has a chance to be top-notch good. I just do, based on all the pieces we have. I mean, even if you don't have Siders, look who you got coming up next. We better get off here before I get in trouble on CBS. But so obviously Siders is a major, major piece. Can't overstate that enough. I just can't watch all his footage, unfortunately, or I would. I could sit and watch it all day. He's that kind of player. But, I mean, I would be remiss if we didn't go to – without Jamori Robinson, this guy here, in my opinion, personally, is probably the most blessed pass rusher on the team. It's between him and one other guy, but the other guy is a defensive end and not a bandit. So we'll probably count him too in this. But it's between, obviously, two guys. And I love Oxley. You know, he's a dude that's just all athlete. When you look at him, he is the kind of kid that, you know, he's a little undersized at times, especially if you're getting around in the trenches, fighting around with some of them big dudes. But you can't tell. You just can't tell, man. This kid can absolutely go. And Oxley, you know, if you look at his size, 6'2", 227. So it's not like he's small, not saying he is. But, man, he's a dude that you just have to respect. The only other guy that I think can pass rush the likes of him is Devin Grant. They're both Devin Grant's about 30 or 40 pounds heavier. So maybe you give the edge to Grant because of his – we're going to watch Grant next. But let's watch Oxley here because he's got a bunch of tape you can watch. Where is it? It may be the clips or maybe it's here. Oh, yeah, he's got stuff at Colorado State as well. I forgot about that. Yeah, he's been doing this for a minute, man.
I need to speak to Mike Larry.
Yeah, you got my call.
Better turn it off before I get in trouble. But I wish we could listen to the music on these. Whether you like rap or not, it still makes these better, you know, the music videos. So here he was at Colorado State. This isn't even before he really broke out. And he's got some plays at Colorado State that he made, a la Chase Wilson, right? But, I mean, you can see the kid can roll, and he can straight go coming off the edge. Like I said, I think he's probably the best pure pass rusher we have. That's my tape study. Now, you have to consider the fact that the talent he's gone against, I guess. I mean, you can see he did it here at this level, but it wasn't a ton of production. I can't remember exactly how much, maybe 4 or 5 sacks he had there. But, man, when he dropped down the JUCO, he really came into his own. And he did, man. He just did. So that's what we're probably going to watch more of is some of his JUCO stuff because it's more recent. Let's see. I thought he had a whole 2-minute, 3-minute video on here. Maybe it's – oh, yeah, here it is. So if you want to see Oxley, if you want to see why I love this kid so much, it's insane, the quickness. Here he is right here, 2-3 on the edge. You want to see stop-start quickness and getting up underneath the guy? Watch how freaking quick this dude is. And I don't even have to exaggerate. He does it himself. I mean, that's an elite move, dude. The good luck stopping that. That is a quick move. He came in like he was going to do the SWAT and then just went under. I mean, and it was so quick. Boom. Nice move, man. And he can do it a lot. He does it all the time. It's what he does. That's why I say, man, if you want to talk about pure pass rushers on this team, this dude here is the one. He's the one. You can't overlook him. He's too good. And look at the speed, the closing speed. He gets in there quick, dude. Really quick. And look, the quarterback had to sidestep him. He's like a bull in a china shop. Watch him come off the edge here. The quarterback's like, dude, you're going to kill me, man. 2-3 right here on the edge. 6'2", 235 pounds. Just an excellent stunt. Excellent job. You know, and this is probably about 3/4 speed, maybe, against this is spring, I'm assuming. You know, it's probably 3/4 speed. But I mean, it looks so smooth. Here he is again, right? Just working his way to the quarterback and watch him chase him down. I mean, that takes some real speed to do that. Here he is again, standing up outside. He gets right underneath that tackle. It's a wrap for you, bro. He's a heat-seeking missile out there. The kid can pass rush, man. It's what he does. Now, obviously, scenarios like this, I think, is where I don't know, you know, if he's like right here, whenever he locks up with tackles, this is where I don't know about him at this level. I think he's probably going to, at first, he's probably going to struggle a little bit to disengage, like with this guy here. But I don't think it's going to be a leap that he can't make. I think it's just going to take some time, right? But the kid can absolutely roll, man. And I don't mean to call him a kid. It's just I'm so used to doing that. He's a guy that you have to watch and account for. I mean, look at that freaking bull rush. You want to talk about getting up underneath of a tackle's armpit and driving him back into the quarterback? This is a sack all day if it's not practice. Watch him get up underneath the starting right tackle, just drive him back. Right there. He's connected, right hand under left armpit, and it's over with. I'm pushing you to the side. Straight power, dude. That's what you call speed to power pass rush. I don't know where he's at here unless he's number 20. I guess he's wearing number 20 right here on this one. He went from 23 to 20. But I mean, you can see he's got it. He's got the juice out there, man. I guess he's wearing another different number here. And he just abuses the tackle in practice every day. It's literally abuse. It's probably why he didn't get up to this level yet. He's been in jail for abuse. So let's watch some actual plays, of him sacking dudes. So this is Hutchinson versus Iowa Western. Obviously Hutchinson Community College is like one of it's up there. It's like an LSU or an Alabama and JUCO. Here he is, number 11, coming off the edge in your house. I think he beats the tackle and the running back on this. And this is the Division 1 national championship. So this is really good talent. There's going to be Power 5 talent all over the field. They call this the bounce back league for a reason. This is where guys like him, he was at Colorado State. This is where D1 guys go to get another year in and bounce back up.
21 to 3 since the beginning of the second. There's a little screen. That's what you do.
Watch the hustle, man. You want to know why Rich Rod came and got this kid? He probably watched this play and said, "Yep, let's sign him." Comes off the edge, falls for a screen,
21 to 3.
And then watch the hustle to get back up the field.
There's a little screen. That's what you do when you're having trouble, right?
Nice job. Never quit, man. He wasn't supposed to be the one that made that tackle, right? But he did. So nice play there. We'll watch one or two more. See what we can see. And this is in a great view. Oh, God, what a nasty, nasty pass rushing move. Watch this kid come off the edge here, hand in the dirt. Watch him dip under. Oh, God, that's so gorgeous. Now, he did miss on the sack, but here he goes. He's chasing him back down, and he actually makes the play. But still, what I want you to see is the ball get off and the move, right? He's got it. I don't see another guy on our roster that has this kind of juice. I mean, that's freaking quick ball get off. I mean, this dude shoots. This dude cannonball off the ball. Watch how quick he gets off this freaking ball. I almost said the F word. I mean, he flies off the ball, dude. It's just going to be an issue for people. I don't think many of our fans know yet. I really do think this kid's going to be a major problem. Look at that get off, dude. This kid can fly off the edge. Anyways, trying to point out that If you watch Jeff Castell's press conference today, he wasn't even phased. He said, I don't know about everybody else, but my room's good to go. He said that. Why? Because this dude's out of his stance before dudes can even leave their stance. I mean, this kid can fly. Telling you, man, you can talk about Jamori, and yes, Jamori is the best pass rusher on the team, but this kid's right there. He's in the conversation. Don't leave him out of it. Look at this bull rush. Oh, God, man. Every time I watch this kid, I get fired up. This kid can play. Watch him engage with a tackle in a bull rush, but take it straight to speed right out of there. Well, actually, not speed. He goes into like a bull rush phase, but he just kind of works off of it in the move. So you think it's going to be bull rush right there. That lets the bull rush, right? It gets the tackle off balance. He's going to anchor in. It causes you to anchor in. And then off of that, it's just like anything. You get a guy moving one way, you do another thing, right? It's just all working within the game. And just an excellent, this kid can freaking play, man. Now, the only question you have is, and it's a fair question, how good is this guy that he's going against? Is he chop liver? Maybe, and that's something I don't know the answer to, and neither do you. But I mean, every time I watch this kid come off the ball, I'm absolutely just like his ball get off is for college 8.5, maybe close to 9 out of 10. Like it's as quick, almost as quick as you can do it. This kid absolutely flies off the ball. Boom. And then he's got all that bend to get around. I'm telling you, he's going to be an issue for people this year. We need to pay attention to Marshon Oxley more than we do. Gabe Daniels, man, what? You sent $50 to me? Dude, thank you so much. That's extremely nice, Gabe. I really do appreciate that. Any question you want, man, just ask it. Appreciate that a lot. It means a lot. Especially right now. We've been in the off season, and I don't ever get on here and complain because I'm very blessed to have this job, and I know it. Even though I work for it and I go live 7 days, like I worked for it, right? I go live every day, twice a day anymore, and I try to work hard for this because I don't want to take it for granted. But I worked my ass off to get here, and I don't make a ton of money, obviously. I mean, I make more money than I've ever made in my life, but that's not saying a lot for a guy that's got my past and history, right? So, obviously I'm in a good spot and I feel great about it, but it's only getting better. But the help does help. And this month, actually, it was needed. So thank you. Because we're in the off season. So it's like, even though I'm having the same views, I'm not getting the same pay, if that means anything. Because basically the sponsors aren't promoting as much. So it's like, you're getting, you could do, let's say you do 300,000 views this month or whatever. And normally for 300,000 views, maybe you get $6,000 or $7,000, hypothetically. But in the off season, that might be 2,000, right? So it's like, it can be a big jump, but man, once you get to a certain level, I don't want to say negligible, but like when you get to Josh Pate's level, it's like, oh man, did I make 20,000 or did I make 12,000 this month or something? It's like, you're still doing really good, but me, I'm not quite there yet. So thank you is what I'm trying to say. Let's check out one more guy. And I wanted to do more, but we don't have time for it. And my internet's like hanging by a thread. It's like that Christian song whenever I was growing up in church, when you're hanging by a thread. All right. Just grab the hem of his garment, but don't say no to that last thread of hope. Something like that. I don't even have him pulled up. I should have. How disrespectful to Devin Grant. I had a breakdown for CJ. I totally forgot I did a breakdown on Curtis. So we'll have to do that really quick too. But let me get Devin Grant out of the way really quick. We'll watch just a couple plays of him because no way. Mega Super Bets beating Indiana by 20 at the half. No way. God, please let Indiana get destroyed. Dude, that would make me so happy. Sorry, I know I'm a hater. I admit it openly. All right, let's go to Devin Grant's page really quick, guys. Really good dude. Have a lot of respect for Devin. I like this picture with him and his mom. He seems to be appreciative of the spot he's got here. And the dude can, you know how we were just talking about Marshon Oxley. I feel similarly about Devin Grant. Like, I'll have to watch the tape again real quick, but I mean, the dude works really hard. He's 260, 265, so he's a bigger dude, and he can move. He's in that category of, oh shoot, this guy can really go. I choose to play. We'll play both. We'll play some. You know what? We'll play some infinite word stuff first. Well, I better be careful with that. But that's ESPN Plus, so I can't even play that. Good Lord. Huh. I didn't even notice it. We'll just play the what's this one?
Team leader in sacks. Now,
Yeah, this is the one. My apologies.
Snaps now after that sack.
So, okay, here we go. This is him coming off the ball right here. And you can see right there, he just gets there, man. He's strong. I mean, look at the move, right? He's just getting right by a dude, and he's in your house, eating off your dinner plate, right?
Guggenheim trying to
just look at the power, guys. He's inside right here. You want to see this guy? You want to see knockback? Watch this guy get knocked totally back into the backfield.
Shove.
Guggenheim trying to follow.
That's him. That's him working in there, right? From right here.
Shove.
Guggenheim trying to follow blockers. He is hit. In fact, I think he lost half a yard.
Once again.
This kid is a strong dude, man. And look, you see how quick number 10 got there. But Devin Grant was like, nah, bro. Like 10's on him, right? But Devin Grant comes from out of nowhere and is like, nope, give me that. Give me that. So let me turn that off. It's distracting. Once again, man, this kid can fly off the edge too, right? Watch this move. Underneath and block it and almost intercepted it. I mean, what a play. We got to go back and watch that again, don't we? What the hell just happened? I mean, watch him fly off the edge. He can move. Blocked. He almost caught it. And he got the guy almost to safety, right? Look at that play there. You want to talk about run stopping? I mean, first of all, let me swim over this guy. Now we got this guy coming down on a crackback block. Nope. Let me move inside of him and make the tackle. This kid is a force, man. He's not a kid. He's a grown man, actually. But still, like, Grant is a dude that we're really lucky we got him. Every time I watch him, I think, holy cow, what a great player. You know? I mean, look at this. 6'2", 6'3", 265. You know, we haven't had this kind of pass rusher in Morgantown during the entire Neil Brown era. Never did I once turn on tape the entire era that Neil Brown was here outside of TJ Jackson and think, oh my God, I got to have this dude. Like, he's a great pass rusher. I was always trying to make chicken salad out of chicken crap. You know what I mean? Like, even on tape with you guys, trying to find silver linings in some of these dudes. Never did we have guys like that. And I'm being honest. You know, we just didn't recruit this way, though. This is part of it, obviously. Now let's watch the Colorado stuff, because I think this is where you'll actually see, like, okay, this dude can go against Power 5 competition. That's a little bit different. So here he is against Power 4 competition at Colorado. Which one is it? You have to wait and see. So here he is coming off the edge at Colorado, right? There he goes through 1, there he goes through 2. Now he's made a play on the running back. Hard to see where he's at here. Okay, that's the same play. Nice little shutting down to the inside, washing in. Look at the change of direction, right? Nice play. I think they're showing 2 plays in a row on some of these. Yeah, they are. They're showing at 2 different angles, same play. Okay. Where is he? I don't see him. Oh, he's number 45 right there. You know what I mean? He's got him coming from the daggone inside right here. He's not even playing on the end. Watch him take the center for a ride to the backfield, get that right hand up, block the pass down. That's valuable. He's good in run support too, man. Like you see it right here. Watch him jump in between the gaps here. I mean, that's great. Right here he is, right? He's just right in between them. Great job. And this is against Colorado, guys, right? Whether it's first, second string, I don't know. But I mean, this is power forward players. Like, you can look at this guy and actually say, okay, he measures up. And he does. I mean, your eyeballs tell you, and even an in-car, look at that. The kid can play. You know, like he's got some moves, man. And I don't know if he's quite as explosive as Oxley. He is a more polished overall pass rusher, though. Oxley has a couple moves and relies on a lot of that speed. Devin Grant's got several, like look at that bull rush attempt, and then he just clubs him out of the way. You know, he lost that rep. Not that one. I mean, anytime you force the quarterback to run up into the pocket, you've done your job. You know, at the end of the day, especially in the Big 12, when you get a quarterback that throws it a lot, you want to change the spot, right? You want to take him off his spot. If a quarterback is able to hit that drop, the top of the drop, and then just hop step into a throw, they're going to dice you apart. But if he hits that drop and then has to duck and dodge and move and run, some guys play well with that, like Pat White or Pat Mahomes or Skylar Howard. Other guys, not so much. This guy can fly off the edge. I've shown you at least, man, and look at the violence. He ain't playing in there. Look at this dude go against the guard. Watch how hard he smacked. This is practice. He's trying to beat the hell. He's trying to make that team. Watch him absolutely smack the dog crap out of this dude's right arm to get in there. Whack! Get off me, man. I'm trying to make the team. So Devin Grant, right? We got to pay attention to him. He's going to be seen. He's going to be heard. He's going to be known. Yeah. So obviously we love this kid. So what am I saying here? What's the overall take? We got a group that can pass rush, and I believe it. I mean, I do. We didn't even show you Keenan Eck. All right, before we go, let me give you guys my Curtis Jones Jr. Breakdown really quick. We're going to go over it quick. Obviously, he wasn't ranked super high. I mean, he was ranked in top 100 linebackers, I think, 134 linebacker in the country. On 3, he was number 99 for ESPN, 103 by 247, and you know, he was the number 4 player in West Virginia for Rivals, so he wasn't even a top 3 player in West Virginia. But I mean, he was raw athletically, and that's what they've been molding the last year and a half, 2 years. He committed in July of 2023, so we're talking about 2 years, right? As of now, he's just now hitting that 2-year mark. So he's in that spot where, okay, obviously he went to Cabell Midland, and he just had a breakout rushing season, 1,700 yards, 27 touchdowns. He also had some receiving touchdowns. He had 3 sacks, but his overall production was definitely as a linebacker in the box. He did a lot of different things. He wasn't necessarily a pass rusher like they turned him into here. We talked about Jeff Castile, who said that, you know, he's got major upside and can be as one as he wants to be. If you look at the 247 sports and SI evaluations, 247 said he's an instinctive linebacker who plays with a high motor and good closing speed, uses his hands well to shed blocks and is a sure tackler, plays well in space and has the athleticism to cover in man situations, and he does have that. He needs to add weight and strength to his frame, which he's done, and projects as a multi-year starter at the Power 5 level. That's high praise, right? What about Sports Illustrated? They said he's hard-nosed, plays all phases well. Scouts said that he plays under control while utilizing his speed. That's true. On 3 said his length and athleticism really lean itself to that 3-3-5 stack, which we aren't playing that as much. We're playing a different version of it with Zach Alley, right? But scouts said he had major upside coming out, obviously. So he's basically coming out. He's a high upside, high motor athlete that's really raw. That's how I look at him. So strengths, athleticism, and speed, obviously, closing speed and agility are great for him. Motor and instincts, I think, are something both that you can see him flash. He's got nice awareness, but his motor is really good. He's pretty versatile. He can play both the run and the pass, I've noticed, at least on tape at Cabell Midland. I'm sure that's only gotten better. And he's strong, physical. He's strong on the edge. He pushes the pocket. He pass rushes well. He's got great speed when it comes to just running. He's just got to translate it into a pass rush, and it's just two different kinds of speed. Obviously, his two weaknesses, I think, are for this year, are experience and his size and strength. He needs to bulk up. I think he probably has. Obviously, that 4.6 40-yard dash, which is on his Cabell Midland profile, is very impressive and something that I'll open my eyes a little bit. So let's get the hard edge score out of the way. 5 categories, 0 to 10. On a 50-point scale, what does he do? Athleticism, a 9.3. If you got a 4.6 40-yard dash and you're playing on the edge, that's elite. You'll take it. Tackling and physicality, I gave a 9.1. In high school, anyway, he was a very sure tackler, shed blocks well, and has a great edge presence. His pass rushing technique has got some ways to go coming out of high school. Once again, I don't know how it's improved at West Virginia. They're saying he had a great spring. If that's the case, I bumped it up to an 8.8 because Castile's giving him all this praise. I've got to give him the right, this is a now evaluation mixed with back then. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like I'm guessing on some things. His coverage instincts are really good. Like he can play in space like a MFer dude, and I think he has a chance to be a pretty good outside linebacker that covers as well at times. I gave that an 8.7. His upside is 10 out of 10. It really is. You run a 4.6 40 at 6'3", 240 pounds, and you're a pass rushing outside bandit. That's that's exactly what you want. The only thing you would want is like if he could be Jamori's size, 6'5", 250, right? Then you're talking about, holy cow, this is as good as it gets. So, Jeff Castile said it. Who am I to say that he doesn't have it? 10 out of 10. Total composite score, 45.9. That's hard edge. He has a high ceiling who is already going to contribute. And if he's as good as he can be, this has a chance to be one of the best pass rushing rooms we've ever had at West Virginia. And I don't say that lightly. And I know some people are laughing at me probably, but I believe it. I think that Devin Grant, Marshon Oxley, if Curtis Jones Jr. can come on, that's just such a huge boon. And if we get Jamori Robinson back, I truly believe we have 5 guys, counting Fred Perry, that are very good pass rusher, and 2 that are elite in Jamori Robinson and Fred Perry. Fred Perry is one of the best blitzing nickel guys in all college football. Go look at the numbers. He can absolutely blitz. It's what he does. He comes off the edge like a defensive end. Go check it out if you ever get time. Other than that, like I said, does this change the overall trajectory for our team wins or anything? Not necessarily, because all the other pieces have to work. But I do think our pass rushing room come away a lot better than a lot. And Braden Siders, didn't even freaking mention him there a minute ago, did we? What about Siders? I mean, he's got 14 sacks in his career. So, obviously we need some guys to project up what they already are. Devin Grant already did it at Colorado to an extent. We're feeling good about it, man. We're definitely in a good spot with it, in my opinion. Thanks for making Locked On West Virginia your first listen, guys, and for being part of Locked On Podcast Network, where we talk about your team, the Mountaineers, every single day. Gabe Daniels, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for what you did. I appreciate that. I do have a lot of enthusiasm for our state. I'm an enthusiast, if you will. Anytime you need me, hit me up. Thank you, Chad. Thank you, Ranger Buck, everybody. Thank you for being in here, Jeff and Raven and everybody that's in here. Those of you listening on podcast. What's up, Coop, Luke, Bart, everybody, man. I appreciate all you guys. Glenn Marsh. If I missed somebody, I apologize. I'll be back tomorrow. As you know, we'll do a couple more of these tomorrow. Hopefully we get some good press conference stuff to talk about. If not, I'll come up with something. Until then, make sure you check out Locked On Portal, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm out of here.